Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here. I am so beyond excited to get going today with you guys. So as we get started today, you'll see, just to get you familiar with the whole webinar thing, if you're watching on webinar, if you're on live stream, hi over there too. There is a chat that is at the bottom of the panel. I'm gonna just say hi, just so you see it. Hopefully, I think it'll pop up. So if you have questions or thoughts, feel free to put those in the chat. I may not be able to answer them right in that second, depending on what we're doing, but I will try to make sure that, that I do that. I'll also try to look over on the live stream and pay attention to chat there too. What I'd love to know first and foremost is, just say hi and where you are from. Because I love the fact that, with technology, we get to connect to people all around the world, which is wonderful. So today, to give you kind of an overview. Oh, hey, Melissa. Oh, the sound is low? Huh, that's weird. Okay, hang on one second. Thanks, Rachel. Hi, Alan. Let me make sure. Let me look at my audio. Thank you for giving me that information. Oh, that's weird. My input level. Thanks, Rachel. I appreciate that. Man, you test everything. Okay. Is that better? Is that better volume? Rachel, if you can hear me, hopefully it is. Yes, yay, woohoo. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right. So I'm so glad I asked. Well, I'm so glad you told me. Okay. So hi guys, and hello, Melissa and Rachel and Alan. Thank you guys for being here. Just to give you kind of an overview of what the Manifest Your Dream Life Academy is going to look like, kind of the process I'm going to take you through, and just kind of, I'm one of those people, I like to know where I'm going. So I like to give people a map. So we are going to start today, tomorrow, and then I'm going to give you some fun things to do over the weekend with really envisioning your true dream life. Okay. So what happens a lot is that we end up thinking we have a certain idea of what our dream life would really be, or what's going to make us fulfilled or satisfied or feel abundant and free and all those wonderful things I think we all want to feel. And then we start heading down that path and it doesn't feel quite right. And oftentimes the reason it doesn't feel quite right is because we're not really connected with what we want as an individual. We're connected with expectations outside of ourselves. And sometimes, many times in my experience, our own individual truth for what's going to make us feel aligned and abundant is out of alignment with maybe other people's expectations or with things we don't even know we're carrying. Okay. So today, tomorrow, through the weekend, I'm going to have you setting that up, because to me, that's the first step. Let's make sure that's quite aligned. You're feeling excited about it. We're going to really connect to those emotions. Then next week, we're going to start to get into the science behind manifestation, the science behind how we end up with the experiences we end up with, the patterns we have, the relationships we have, the even the pain and disease we have. As many of you know, if you've been following me for a bit, I'm a medical intuitive, and I translate the message behind people's pain and disease. So we will certainly touch on that as it relates to manifestation, because part of manifesting is sometimes our body manifests some stuff that, it's trying to raise its hand and kind of tell us what's going on in life that's, not working, and that we can shift. Okay. So that's part of where I'm going to support you as well within this program. And then we're really going to get into the nitty gritty. And that's where things like your flow factor test, which Rachel totally cracked me up yesterday, sent me a message. She was like, "Oh, okay, that's rough." So yes, the flow factor test is designed. There's a whole bunch of science that went into it. At some point I'll tell you guys that. But the main thing is that flow factor test was designed in a way that allows you to bypass your conscious mind and really get into the subconscious. The thing is with that, that can be very challenging, revealing, difficult. There can be a lot of emotions about whoa, I didn't even know that was in there. Or, ooh, that truth is smacking me up beside the head. I had a guy a few years ago, I had done, anyways, a talk somewhere. And this guy came up to me afterwards, and he had taken the flow factor and then was like working through his top station. And he's like, he was this nice little Southern guy, a physical therapist, the kindest person. And he ended up saying to me, my wife wants to know, like, how did you get into my head? Like, because it was so accurate, that he's like, I'm reading this and I'm like, how is this me? How could one test basically pinpoint that? But that is the really cool thing. That was the thing I was obsessed with when I was developing this methodology out, is how do I get past that subconscious or the conscious mind and get right into the subconscious? How do we pinpoint this stuff? Because if you're not pinpointing it, that's where things like affirmations and mantras aren't working for you, because they're not changing your underlying frequency, because you're not hitting the frequency you need. Okay. So we're going to get real specific on like how to do that. So we'll have the flow factor, and then we're going to get really deep into the stations. That's where we're going to really dig in and take a look at the 7 areas of your mind, body, and life. And then sort of based on your flow factor, where do you need? So I'm a person, I like to go straight to the most effective thing and make it as easy as possible. So that's the idea of the flow factor, is we work on the sort of most out of the flow, the most difficult or problematic part first. Because if you shift that part first, there's this lovely little ripple effect where other things start to shift. Also, it's like that jump start of a diet where you do 5 days of whatever, and you lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Not saying that's safe, just saying sometimes people do it. And you get done with it and you're like, woo, it's that little jump start. So if we work on that that more like problematic part first, and we start to see that really shift, everything feels better. Everything feels lighter. Okay. So, and I love this part. So the next thing is, and you got that sent as part of this, which is the reality type test. That's super cool, because when you take that is gonna show you exactly how you learn in your own particular ways. It's essentially, how do you take in sensory information to create basically new neural pathways, which is what essentially learning is. And it's essentially what we have to change if there's learning in there that you don't want anymore. And the easiest way to do that for every individual is to find their specific, as I call it, reality type. It's really just the senses you use to take in information and make it concrete into your brain, or at least change it in your brain, in your mind. So for instance, and I give this example a lot, lots of people talk about, ooh, lavender oil is so relaxing, right? And so if you came to me and you were dealing with anxiety, and one of the things you wanted to do was help you to settle or calm, then what if I just said to you, okay, great, go get some lavender oil and spray it around your room or whatever. That would be great if you had good associations with lavender. If you have, let's say you grew up with a very abusive mother who happened to wear lavender as a perfume, that's not going to work for you. So that's one of the things. It's a soapbox issue for me. One size fits all does not work. Like, it doesn't work in yoga pants, and it doesn't work in improvement, life improvement. Okay. It doesn't work. Doesn't work in healing, doesn't work in spirituality, doesn't work. So the reality type is really important, because that's where we're going to really personalize the practices so that they're easy for you and they're effective for you, that they work in the ways with sort of the notes you have inside yourself, that are going to tie you to the emotions you want to feel when you manifest your dream life. Okay. So that is the kind of overview. That's where we're going. I'll go live every single day, Monday through Friday, probably take Saturday and Sunday off, but I will give you things to do over the weekend. We will also have this in an audio format as well, so you can download it and take it along with you. That may take me a couple days, but that is the intention, is that you can do it in a pod. You'll be able to have it in like a podcast that you can just take along and listen to as well. So excited you're here. First thing we're going to do today is I want you to think about quickly, what emotions would you, if you were living your dream life, what emotions do you think you would be feeling? What emotions do you desire to be feeling? So I'm going to give you just a second to think about that, what emotions you might. You're welcome to put it in the chat, and I will check the live stream of the chat as well. Let me put my Do not disturb on here too. Okay, just think about that, and you can put that in the chat when you're ready. Do not disturb on. There we go. And check out here. Okay. All right. Oh, joy and peace. Love. Okay, good. Yeah, that feels good to my body too. I love joy and peace. Gratitude and joy. Lovely. Good. All right. And I don't think I see comments on the live stream right now. If I'm not seeing comments on the live stream, I'm so sorry, guys. Sometimes it takes a second to have those updates. I will. Oh, okay. Relaxed. Fantastic, Alan. Rachel, I would sing and dance my manifestation as a teen, like make up songs about what I want. Oh, I completely do that. Completely do that. I love that. Yes. That's a perfect example, Rachel, of exactly what I was just talking about. So with your reality type, my guess is you're an auditory person. And you might also be a movement, I call it movement oriented person. So, feeling things within your body and sometimes the movement, and especially with the dance. So that would be a perfect way. That's a perfect practice to get this into your body, you see, because that's going to be a way that's going to bring a lot of joy. And it also resonates with the senses that you use the strongest to be able to change things. So I love that. Love that. Thank you so much. I actually do that too. And I do it with my daughter all the time. We make up all kinds of songs, sometimes silly songs and sometimes positive songs. Molly is smiling on the inside. Oh, I love that. Molly is like the sweetest too. You know what? I'm so glad I recognize so many of you guys, and I'm so glad you're here because I feel like we just have this beautiful group. I know there's a lot of people who can't. I think there's like 150 people signed up for this. So I know there's a lot of people who can't attend live, but for you guys that are here live, I am really happy to have this beautiful energy. So, okay, with all of those emotions in mind. So I will say, I'm going to try to keep our daily sessions to 15 to 20 minutes today. We'll go to 30 probably because I'm going to do a meditation here in a sec. But most of the time I'm going to try to keep them quick. I get very enthusiastic, so I can talk a little bit, but we're going to go with, I'm keeping it to that to make it as easy as possible. So you have little bite-sized things, and hopefully these daily things, these daily bits of wisdom and inspiration are going to help you to just stay completely on track and feel totally supported. All right. So as I said, good idea to have a journal. So if you do have your journal, you can write down, your emotions quickly, and you'll want to, after we get done with the meditation, you're going to want to jot down some of the impressions that maybe you got during the meditation. And this is actually a super cute journal I just got. It was from one of the local independent bookstores, but I'll bet you it's on Amazon too. Everything's on Amazon. Okay. So what I want you to do, if you're not driving, is get in a comfortable position, find yourself super relaxed and supported. Those are the main things. If you can, have your feet either flat on the ground, or you can lay down completely and just allow yourself to be totally supported on the earth. Whatever it is, just make yourself super comfortable, super supported. Okay. So I'm going to make sure my phone is on do not disturb because it keeps trying to ping at me. And usually it's okay. There we go. Do not disturb. Great. Okay. Okay, let's take a deep breath. We're going to close our eyes, and we are going to set our intention to really connect with the truth of who we are as individuals, with the truth of what we want in our lives, what would make us most fulfilled, most joyful, most free, most relaxed and grateful, that would allow us to smile on the inside all the time. And that is our intention as we enter into this meditation. And this is a completely safe space. You are safe. You are surrounded by love. And it is safe to go forward and explore this for yourself. So I want you just to bring yourself fully into your body, releasing anything that came before, releasing anything that you need to do after. Just aligning with this present moment in time. And take a nice deep breath in As you exhale, I want you to feel as if any stress or worry or anything that you're carrying is just relaxing off of you, releasing from you, releasing into the ground. Take another nice deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to imagine that any tension or worry is just dripping off you like warm rain. Feel it just dripping from the top of your head, washing away stress and worry down off your fingertips and down your legs and out your toes, releasing anything that you do not need to carry right now. And now, in a beautifully relaxed state, I'd like you to see yourself sitting in a beautiful field of flowers. And these flowers can be any flowers that are your favorite flowers. And so look around and see what those are. You can inhale and smell these flowers around you. There's a gentle breeze and they're waving back and forth, back and forth. So you can kind of feel them tickling your legs and your arms. You can run your hand over the top of the flowers, feeling their soft petals. And it's a sunny and beautiful day, and you feel the warmth of the sun on your shoulders and face. And you feel completely at peace and completely safe. And when you're ready, you kind of look over to your left and you see a little trail that's cutting through this beautiful field of flowers. And just beyond it, you can see that the trail is leading you into a gorgeous forest of tall pine trees. And you know that's the direction you should go. And so you get up and you start walking down the path. You feel the leaves and the grass swooshing on your legs as you walk through. And you feel relaxed and calm and confident as you step forward. And as you walk forward, you see the forest just in front of you. And when you're ready, you step into the forest on the path, and you feel immediately the coolness on your shoulders and on your body from the shade of the pine trees. And you hear the birds singing up in the trees and the squirrels skittering about. And it feels mystical and magical and safe and welcoming. You know that this is somewhere you're supposed to be. And as you walk forward, you're going to see an animal that is right in front of your path. And it is an animal that you can tell is there for you. And I want you just to notice, what is this animal? What kind of animal is it? And it's looking at you with love and joy and connection. And this little animal or large animal is going to lead you down the rest of the path. So you follow this animal where you're supposed to go. And just ahead of you, you're going to see a clearing. And in that clearing is a beautiful little home that is yours. It is your safe space. This is where you come to create, to be safe, to renew and revitalize. So take a moment and look at this beautiful home. It can be a tree house, it can be a cottage, it can be a mansion. Whatever it is right for you. And you look and there's a beautiful fence around this. And just notice what the fence is made of, whether it's wrought iron or wood. And walk up to the gate, and the animal nods at you that it is right for you to go. And you're going to open the gate. You can hear the squeak of the gate as it opens. You're going to walk into a little front garden area, and you can look around and see what the garden looks like. And just ahead of you is the front door of this wonderful little safe space, this home that is just yours. And just notice what the door looks like, what it's made out of. And you walk up to the door, And standing right in front of the door, you look down, and in your right hand, you see a key. And that key is the perfect key for this door. And when you're ready, you unlock the door, and you can hear the clicking of the lock as it unlocks. And you open up the door, and as you walk in, you are immediately surrounded by all kinds of things that you love, whether it's music, art on the walls, the energy of the place, the smell of the place. And you walk in, and this is your space. It is entirely you. It is only you. And so look around and really soak in everything that's around you. Perhaps there's music playing. Perhaps there is a scent of oranges or pine or any of those, lemon. And as you look and walk around this space, you feel completely protected, completely safe, totally accepted for everything you are, everything you've ever been, and everything you ever will be. This is a place of total love and total self-acceptance. And as you look ahead, you're going to see a beautiful full-length mirror ahead of you in one of the corners. And when you're ready, you're going to just walk over to that mirror and just notice, what does it look like? Is it a modern mirror? Is it very decorative or Victorian or antique? And as you do, you look into the mirror and you see yourself as you are today. And I want you to see, shining down from above you, a beautiful pink light that goes all the way around you. And as soon as you feel it, you know that you are being encased in perfect self-love. Because you are perfect as you are. You are all that you are meant to be right now. And you already are connected to all that you desire. And all of that comes from self-love. So feel that self-love flowing into every cell of your being as you look into the mirror. And as you gaze into the mirror, you realize that the image is changing. And you start to feel these beautiful emotions of peace and gratitude and happiness and freedom and limitlessness and smiling from the inside. And you look in the mirror and you see everything that you desire is happening as if it's happening in your life right this very moment. You're literally looking into a window of who and what you desire for your life. And when you're ready, take a deep breath, and you're going to step into the mirror. As you step into the mirror, you become the image of who you desire to be, of who would make you happiest to be, of how you would feel most abundant and joyful. And so now I want you to see yourself going through a day where you are living your happiest, most abundant, most true dream life you could possibly imagine. And I want you to focus on all the scents, all the sensory information you can get. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you look like? What are you wearing? How are you feeling emotionally inside as you do this? Who are you meeting? What are you doing? And I'm going to take a couple of minutes and just allow you to soak into this perfect day you would be living in your dream life. And remember to be tuning into really the emotions you're feeling as you're moving through this day. Feeling that joy within, that sense of freedom. And just really soak it in. And as you stand there now, as this dream self living this perfect dream life aligned to you and only you, bringing joy and goodness to yourself and to the world by living the truth of your life, by living the purpose you're intended to live. As you stand there inside this world, I want you to see everything around you turn into bright, beautiful light. And I want that light to be whatever color you would associate with joy and freedom. Whatever color that is for you is the color it should be. And as this beautiful scene around you, this life that you are connected to now, that you are now, is now swirling around you as light, as energy, as power. I want you to see it now move into every cell of your being. Literally see it soaking in to every cell of your being like a sponge, illuminating every single cell of your being with this energy of the dream life you desire and that you are connected to now. And as you feel that energy of that beautiful, beautiful dream, beautiful life going into you, feel the emotions of that soaking into every cell, vibrating them with abundance and happiness and joy and freedom and excitement and relaxation. Feel it in every single cell of your being. You are now glowing from the inside out with this energy, with this dream life. It is now you, and you are it. You are always connected to it. It is always within you. And when you're ready now, you can see yourself step back out of the mirror and see yourself glowing with that light still right in this moment. This light will stay with you through the day. This is now part of you. Every cell is saturated. You are now that which you desire to be. You are now walking as your dream life in manifestation in this present moment. And look around at your beautiful space and know you can come back here anytime. You can look in this mirror anytime, and each time you do, it will get stronger and more powerful for you. You will align even stronger with your dream life each time you do this. This space is always yours. It's always there. It's always available. And so you can say a gratitude, a thank you to this beautiful space, that it supports you at all times, that it helps you to become that which you desire. And when you're ready, you can walk back out of your front door, again, still glowing with this energy. You can see yourself closing the door and locking it. And the key disappears from your hand, but it's there for you anytime you come back. It will automatically be there for you. And you can walk back through your front garden. You can close the gate. And then you're greeted again by the animal that led you to the sacred space. And he or she beckons you to follow. So you follow back down the path. And this animal stops and shows you a stump. And on top of the stump is a gift for you. This gift is something that you need to manifest your dream life. Something you need to hear, something that's going to help you on your way. Whatever it is, it's individual to your needs. And so you can look down And if it's wrapped, you can unwrap it. If it's not wrapped, notice what it is. Take a moment and really pay attention to what that might be. And now you have this gift, and you can thank your spirit guides, your angels, the source, God, for providing this for you, the universe. And you say goodbye to the animal, and you walk back down the path, feeling the crunch of the mulch under your feet, and the leaves, and smelling the juniper trees and the earthiness, and feeling now like the best possible version of you, that version that's always been there, but now it is fully saturated into you. And you come to the edge of the forest and you step out into the sun. You feel the warmth of the sun on your shoulders and your face. And you walk down the path back through the beautiful field of flowers, smelling the flowers around you, feeling the leaves against your legs. And you walk back to where you started, holding this gift that has been given to you, saturated with the manifestation of who you truly are, what will truly bring you joy. And you can sit down now where you started, placing a hand over your heart in gratitude for this experience, for all of this now being true within you in the present moment, knowing again that you can come back here anytime. You can repeat this experience over and over, and each time it will be stronger and more powerful. Each time it will send out more energy to manifest even more alignment for you. And when you're ready, you can start to bring yourself back into your space, very gently and very slowly, but continuing to retain that feeling of energy, of manifestation, of your true self and true desires, of the life that you truly want to live. And bringing yourself back in gently, breathing in and out. Still vibrating with all of that. You'll retain that for the rest of the day. And you will send out a frequency that aligns you with experiences and people that are there to help you to manifest these things. And bringing yourself back into the room. And when you're ready, you can start to gently, very gently, wiggle your fingers and toes and bring yourself back in. Okay. Hopefully that meditation was really powerful for you. I would love to hear how your experience was with this. You can either put that in the chat here, or you can just stay in this sort of meditative and peaceful state right now and not mess with technology for a second. And you can put it in the group later. I would love to hear everyone's experience in the group, because the more that we can share those things, the more empowerment we give to everyone. My goal is that everyone in this group just gets a lot of energy and power. We all send out power and love to each other. So I want to thank you so much for being here. We will do another session tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm in Denver. As I say, tomorrow, we will go a little bit deeper on taking what you've just learned here, what you truly desire, and those emotions that you feel around living that dream life. And then we're going to kind of put them into a more physical way. So I'll show you what I mean tomorrow on that. What I would love for you to do is to make sure that's why I wanted the journal. Make sure that you journal a little bit on what your experience was, what your animal was, that came to you, what your gift was. Make sure you journal on that so you don't miss that experience or lose that experience. And then finally, the last thing I would love for you to do is in the book, you can just read just the very beginning, because I want you to consider, and you can even do for yourself, how many sort of minutes and seconds you've lived so far, not necessarily feeling what you hopefully just experienced of that full feeling of your personal truth. My feeling is the more people that live in alignment with their personal truth, the happier they are, the better frequency they send out, and the better our world becomes. So the more of us that can really have these things happening for us, the better for the world. Literally, we can lift each other up. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. Please post in the group how this experience was when you want to. For the moment, just stay with this, journal on it, and hopefully this is a really powerful exercise for you. When I have this on audio, I will cut that meditation portion out, and you'll be able to download the meditation and use it anytime you want. It's a great one, honestly, to use every single day, because it's going to align you right in the morning. Like if you use it every morning, it'll align you right in the morning with what you really want to bring in. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. We did go a couple minutes over, but thank you for being here. I hope this was really powerful, and we'll see you tomorrow.